since this is recorded. Since this is recorded, I'm going to go ahead and start now. So my name's Jackson. I'm also MoneyBro.jb on Instagram and MoneyBro in the Wealth Squad. I talk about flipping, reselling in general, and mainly sneakers as of late. All right, cool. We got 30 couple people in here. All right. So this is a new asset class that has relatively new asset class as just starting to get discovered as a actual investment, as a money investment, not just for shoes just to look at them, not as a collector, but as an actual investor. So why hold sneakers, right? Because why hold stocks where you can see the price move day to day? You can see the company behind the stock and you can get dividends and cash flow. Sneakers are completely different. They're relatively new asset class. Like I said, they go up and down based on supply and demand, just like anything. But what's cool about sneakers is unlike, I don't know, clothes or sometimes stocks themselves, supply is restricted, especially for Jordan 1s. Yeezys are completely different. Yeezys sometimes, which is a different type of sneaker, it's Adidas brand instead of Nike. They actually sometimes restock, but I'll talk about that later. Supply is usually limited, meaning that it's a one-time release and no more pairs will ever be made in case of Nike and Jordan. This also means that more people who wear the sneakers, the more supply is restricted and limited as we are tracking and investing in new sneakers. The more people that buy these sneakers, they usually buy them to wear them, and that eliminates supply, which is good for us investors. So you can see lots of sneakers seem to increase in price over time. So there's a couple different types of investments. I'd say this, I would say that is a risky one because the price rose so quickly from November 2019 to March 21st. Or would that be a year and a half? Yeah, around there. Price doubled, okay, in a year and a half, when we could look at a shoe later and you can see that's not really a good looking shoe. But here, this is a great looking shoe. You know what? Let's just check that. All right, so I was looking at Jordan 1 Shattered. Grade school. So grade school usually wins in terms of investing. It's a lower buying price. Jordans do restock, just not as much as Yeezys, I'd say, Derek. But anyways, so here we have, I go right here, go to all chart. You can see is 163 November 2019. It's now 380, 400. But look at this shoe. That's complete. In my opinion, I do not like this. I think that is kind of gross. But I could see how other people like it. But if I were to see this shoe in November 2019, I would not invest in it because it doesn't look good to me. I talk about trusting my gut and thinking of buying stuff that's wearable. I don't think that's either. I don't trust my gut with it, nor do I think it's wearable. But other people do. And that's why the price has gone up. Then this one is more familiar looking, not familiar, but better looking. Was it this? Is that the same? No, it's not. Derek says in the chat, it's all about hype with sneakers. Doesn't matter what they look like sometimes. I would have to somewhat disagree with that. I mean, the ugliest Jordans with the hype. Actually, you may be right. A lot of the stuff that looks nasty has gone up. So, but this, this looks good. And you can see the price has followed that. This is this chart right here. This is more of a long-term hold. As soon as you see the shoe, you know it's going to go up. It just got that white background in the black swoosh with the black leather right here, and the toe box is the same as whatever these are called. I'm not entirely sure, and the sole. But you can see the price has gone up from 400 back in 2015 to 1500. So that is 5 or 6 years, and that's a long-term investment. But if you were to buy, 5 pairs for, what would that be, $2,000, your 5 pairs would be worth more than $5,000 or $6,000. Is that worth it? A 3-4 turnover, and in this case, what would it be? It would be about a 4 turnover in 6 years. Maybe, maybe not. It depends on you. More often than not, it's hype. It's going to sell. Doesn't matter how ugly. Yes, I'd have to agree with you there, Carlos. It is hype. So, should you even hold sneakers? This is a question everyone wants an answer to, but it depends on you. Do you have $5,000 to $10,000 in reselling capital? Do not hold shoes. Do not hold sneakers. Your money is better off reinvested into new shoes, new sneakers, into more flips. Have 10 to 20K. Hold a few in-demand Jordans that you get for retail. Let me go right here. So I was in this range, and I actually bought into the Mocha. I got it for retail, size 5. And during retails, going for about 340, 350. And I thought, might as well hold this. I can make $200 right now, or I could hold it. So I bought for 130 since retail is 130, and I held on to it, and it's now 475. So that $200 profit turned into, what would that be? 350, 360. So it just depends on you. And that was like Jordan I got for retail. I did not buy off StockX. It's all on StockX later. I got for retail, and that's the important part because you invest less upfront. But if you have 20, 50K, you could hold most Jordans that you get for retail. Most Jordans go up over time. And have 50K, look outside the retail environment for sneakers that will confidently go up. This is where we bring in this dude. Sneaker Invest. This is where this dude comes in. He's the big, he's like, I wouldn't say he's Warren Buffett, but he's like the big dude in the sneaker investing community, I'd say. So look at this dude. All he does is buy Jordans for resale prices. He doesn't pay retail since he has more than 50K in capital. He buys out, he looks outside the retail environment, like the Obsidian ones. That was his big hold. And Obsidian, to my people in the chat, did they even have hype? I'm not entirely sure. I just know they look real good. Everyone's saying that hype is what matters, but I'd say these look really good. Don't be fooled by this. It's just because size 18, but a lot of them are going for 400 or 500. But I'm pretty sure he invested in GS, which is usually what goes up more, and it's less costly since it's $40 or so under retail of the men's pairs. You can see here, size 5 going for 500, 520, and you can see he bought it for a lot less than that, and he bought it for resale. Just about all Jordan 1 High OG have hype. That's true. I'd say about 90% have that hype where you're confident might go up, or it probably will go up. But yeah, this dude, something to look at. I would not follow every one of his holds because, which I'll talk about earlier, this one is kind of something to talk about because right here, actually, my next page, TikTok has taken over the ones. They have the crazy hype now more than ever. That's true. Another reason why these shoes go up is because of trends. And the trend for this shoe is TikTok. I mean, that's the truth. TikTok has taken this shoe and brought it to new levels and will continue to do so for new shoes. That's just the way it goes. That's a trend to look out for. So if you should hold, if you have sneakers to hold, what should you hold? Because some sneakers are flips, you sell it right away. Some are holds. You just gotta know the difference. So look outside the sneaker reselling environment. You don't want to get in a crowded trade. Everyone who trades stocks in here knows that a crowded trade is not a good trade to be at. That's true. Turbo Greens, I'm just looking at the chat. He says, look at Turbo Greens, they're really cheap after the drop and they went crazy. Oh, crap. So for this, I don't think, honestly, this was hype because literally these are sitting at outlets, retails 170, 160. These are going for 200 for a long time, for many months, and then suddenly people caught on, hey, these look good. And that's why prices are now 500-600. But that wasn't even that long ago. I was expecting it to be longer, but it wasn't. Just something to look out for. Just look out for clean shoes that are cheap. $200 is cheap considering retails 170. And these are supposed to have hype. Look outside the sneaker reselling environment. You don't want to get on a crowded trade. Like I said, stock people, don't get on a crowded trade. You will eventually lose, like GameStop. Most crowded trade there is. Right here, I looked up Jordan 1 mid smoke gray or Jordan 1 high smoke gray investment. All these videos came up. Nobody, if you want to invest in sneakers, look at sneakers nobody is looking to invest in. Kind of like stocks. The best stocks are ones no one's following. And then look at this sneaker, the Jordan 1 high smoke gray grade school pair. Price hasn't moved since release, and that was July or so. So don't hold the line. Obviously, in this one, I would not hold the line. I think there are better opportunities because it's such a crowded trade, in my opinion. Sure, it'll go up. Obviously, look at this shoe. It's a nice colorway, and I guarantee that's what all these people are thinking. It will go up over time, but consider the opportunity cost. Maybe in July 2021, the price might be around the same or 10, 20 bucks higher, but I don't think it's worth it. You have to consider opportunity cost. If you should hold, what should you hold? So this is my first hold. I bought GS Fire Red 4s in men's, and prices went from 155 to 240 in about 5 months. So I bought these for retail. I bought all of these, every single pair in this was for retail, but these are men's. These are grade school, and I got them on footlocker.com. I was just buying, and there's a lot of them available. But what did I do? I kind of slowed down my buying because there's so much available. Sometimes it might be, a bad sign if you see a link and it's still available after a long period of time. But I bought them when I got them in. Price started to rise. I saw people starting to buy, so I held on to them. Prices have gone up, and I'm happy. But nobody was buying these when they came out, and now that's all I see is people continue trying to buy these, especially in bulk, investors. So I grabbed 13 grade school pairs, 5 men's. They have performed nicely. But what do I think will happen next? These 3 sneakers, especially these 2, they're going to be an amazing investment, in my opinion. So these black ones just dropped on Nike. If you were there for it, you should have got a pair. Right now, it's like a $50, $60 flip profit. But if you have 1 pair, I don't think it's worth the hold. But if you have 5 plus, it might be, because if this goes to 200, which I definitely think it will soon, and it's like 160 right now, this black pair, you can be making, $200 instead of 40 with 1 pair. And these are cheap right now, and so are these. I have total combined of all these, I have about 22. I'm looking to build more of this because it just recently dropped in price. But this new style was recently released and should be closely examined. This patent leather Jordan 1 mid, especially in grade school. If you can't get these in grade school, which is size 4 to 7 mainly, go for size 8 and 8.5. I actually have sizes 8 and 8.5 of both of these, and I might as well hold because if grade school goes up, men's in that range will go up as well. I'm holding all these grade school pairs, and I'm still holding the Fire Red 4s for disclosure. What not to do. So if you see a shoe, perfect example. So this just recently dropped Saturday. I did get a pair size 11.5, sold it for $490. Sure, prices could go up, but for this, I do think 400 plus is relatively high. That's just my opinion. I guarantee other people have different opinions, but I did not buy into this shoe any more than the retail pair I got. And you can't get these for retail. Chances are very small. If you want to invest in the shoe, you're gonna have to pay resale. But do not overpay. So almost every Jordan can be bought relatively below asking price on StockX. If you cannot find a seller for under StockX ask, do not bother. So right now, if I were invested in size 7, which is the best size, I'd buy now and I'd pay $518. If I were to go on Instagram or somewhere local, I'm sure I could get it for below asking price, which is $490. After fees, it'll be $436. I'm sure I could get between $460, $470 on the high side, if that makes sense. Because resellers will have to get this if they were to sell on StockX. But if I were to pay $450, $460, they'd be happy to sell to me because I'd pay more than this app or this website. But that's called ask because that's the lowest ask somebody's willing to sell it for. Like sometimes, or even size 10, maybe I could get around 400 bucks. So it all depends on if you find a seller. If you cannot find a seller, do not buy off StockX. You will overpay and it'll take a longer time for you to even break even on your investment. So this is basically the same thing. However desirable a sneaker is, however desirable a sneaker investment is, you could always find it. You could always find someone else selling it for cheaper. Do not follow the crowd. If you're seeing people, my bad. If all you are seeing is people buying a specific shoe, don't even think about it. Remember, just like the stock market, you'll always be burnt trying to follow the crowd. Here is the best example I can give to you. So how you get these shoes is on Instagram. That's how I get these shoes. Instagram's kind of sketchy because you could get scammed, but chances of that are kind of slim as long as you have a reputation on there, because you don't want to be like shout out from the other person, hey, this dude scammed me, because that just ruins your reputation. But anyways, one of the biggest mistakes people have made, they were paying $100 for this when it first came out. Saw people paying $115. Fortunately, I didn't buy any resale pairs, only retail, and I sold those all profitably. I did not lose money on this, but many people did, as prices. So let's say, all right, retail $75. If I were to get size 5 and selling on StockX, I get $75. I'd only be profitable by 45 cents if I did not have tax. If I had 1% of tax, I would lose money, you know? So this is definitely not a shoe to invest in, and it's already overcrowded, and I guarantee most people already holding their pairs or are holding their pairs. So this is a big reseller if you are interested. I'm looking for maybe it won't be on here, but he has a full wall of Jordan 1 low reverse spreads. He has a full wall of them, over 400, 500 pairs, because he thought the shoe was going up. And obviously, he's smarter than me in this game. I would only buy 50 if I thought it was going up, not 500. But it's a crowded trade, and he fell for that. Just like Sneaker Invest is currently holding the shoe when it's not going anywhere. They are bigger guys than us in terms of financial capabilities, so we should look elsewhere than what they are buying. You know, he posted the Mochas on January 7th after they're already 500 bucks. So what do I think is going to go up? If you're still watching this and you think, what should I invest in? I think it's these pairs are your best bet. So it's called Jordan 1 mid ASW. So you can see prices are relatively high for a shoe retailing at 100 bucks. But this is not high compared to where it will be, because I do think this is a $250 Jordan 1 in the near future. And that means before the end of the year. So if this were to go to 250 and I were to make, let's just say 50%, which is 75 bucks or so, then that's worth it in a year or in 7 months or 9 months, you know, that's worth it. You can see prices hasn't really gone anywhere, considering these just released in February, or they were just on StockX February, but these will hit 200 again, I guarantee that, and 250 without a little doubt in my mind. These are hard to come by, very, very hard to come by, because everyone who has them are holding them. But there are so few pairs that it makes sense to still invest in. This is why I am buying pairs of this, size 8 to 9. I'm around here, honestly, because retail after tax for me is 136, and if I were to sell on StockX, which I don't, I sell on eBay. If I were to sell my size 8 on StockX, I'd make what, $6? That's not even worth it, you know. This will be a $200 shoe in the future as well. I also guarantee that, because I'm buying a ton, sell them on eBay for $195. And if you do not know, if I haven't talked to you yet, the best part about eBay, I'm just gonna put this over here, is overcharging. Because if I were to buy this on StockX is already expensive itself. I pay $178, but I won't show my eBay here. But just be confident that I have sold many pairs of size 8 for $195, size 8.5 for $190. I even sold size 13 for $165 when it's going for $141. It's crazy how much you could overcharge on eBay, but I think not overcharging, but you know, just a higher price. I think the sales on eBay are a future indication that this shoe is going to go up, because if this shoe is going down, people will not be buying at $195. I guarantee that. And it is a clean shoe, you know. If I was wearing Jordans, this would strongly be considered if I'm a mid guy. So some other shoes I do think that's going to go up. I love these for some reason. Color is not too good, but it looks really good in person and on your feet. Price is relatively low. There is a small chance you could get these. Going to be a summer shoe, 100% agree, with the bright colors. And you can get these pretty cheap online, like $170, $160. I definitely think this is a $250 shoe for sure, same as the mids. And this is a controversial opinion, but also think these are going to be a $250 shoe. So right here, they're as soon as it released, as soon as it released, it hit 165, then it started bounce back like, oh, this isn't actually a bad shoe. Now it's down to 169 or 165 basically. You get your hands on this for like 150. I guarantee you're gonna make money on that if you hold for more than a year. You're gonna make $100 a pair. I am strong about this one as well. I cannot find a single person selling bulk of this. That's the hard part. I have found people selling bulk carbon mids because they're unprofitable in most sizes, and that's where I come in and sell on eBay. So Carlos said StockX and Go. It's messed up the game because people can't afford the shoe. They buy to resell, so they throw them on StockX, go for crazy low prices. So eBay's over. Yeah. Like I said, I sold this shoe for $195 on eBay about 4 or 5 times. I sold size 11 for $165 today, or yesterday, and size 9 for $180. You know, and you can get, if you're considering selling these on StockX, please do not sell them on eBay or sell them to me. I'll pay better than StockX. It's not hard to make more than StockX payout. It's just simplicity because StockX is such an easy platform to sell on. But this is besides the point of the video. So if I were you and I had 10 to 20K in reselling capital, I'd find these in store, hold on to every pair. Grade school and men's. Yeah, just grade school. I'd flip men's. Grade school is the better investment because it's cheaper and it's cheaper to invest in. You know, you're gonna make more. So we got some more comments. StockX sucks for the seller, and buyer fees are crazy and takes every shoe to get. Oh yeah, it does take forever. It's about, sometimes they haven't getting faster during the summer. During COVID, it was about a month before I'd get payout, but now it's about a week. Do you have any resources to learn? So if you go to lesson announcements, I have some videos. Or no, it would be Well Squad University in the chat is a good one. That's where a lot of our videos are, and flipping announcements is where I talk all about sneakers and what's releasing, what's a good investment. As for investments, I'm holding on to about 20 pairs combined of these, buying more of these, and I bought these for retail, so I'm holding on to those, and I'm holding on to these as well. Not buying anything yet. If I could find a seller for this in grade school, if I could buy 10 pairs, I would, but I have 3 I got for retail in grade school and 4 bolts. So I'm just holding on to those. I don't know. I might be stupid, but this looks like a nice shoe, and it's different. Most shoes are same color. This is different, and this might be the same color. This different shoe, and I think it'll stand out. Unlike this, that's what you think of a Jordan, but this is not. So I feel like that's all I had to say. If I were to recap, I would say that do not follow the crowd, obviously, because here we go. This shoe has not done well. When I first started, I bought a pair because you know, I was stupid and I was beginner. And now I'm more advanced. I know what I'm doing and I know what I did wrong. I followed the crowd. I didn't even think about it. And for everyone that's saying the noise in the back, that's my younger brother jumping because he's very loud. But anyways, that's all. Yeah. All right. So can you talk about the other sites to sell on? Goat is the other site to sell on, but you can't do it on your computer. It has to be, it's only an app. So this computer is kind of worthless, except if you want to buy. How are you able to find multiple pairs? So for these fours, these are Jordan 4. I bought all of these in stock at one time at footlocker.com. They're in stock, and I thought they would go up initially from the start, and they didn't. That's why the link was in stock. So I just bought a couple, and I was like, man, maybe I shouldn't buy any more because these aren't going for much. But that was around right here, and the prices started to creep up. Everyone wants one. Do you use a bot software? I do not bot. I have a bot, but I don't know how to use it, and it's a waste of money. So I don't recommend anyone botting unless you're very technological and know what you're doing in terms of coding, not coding, but running software. Yeah. Other than eBay and StockX, there's Goat, but I recommend eBay. I used to not, but now I do. Profits are crazy on eBay. What bot do you have? I have EasyCop bot, but I don't know how to run it. That's why I focus on this. I don't focus on investing because my money is better off reselling. Like if I were to buy a pair for 60, sell it for 100, that's an impressive gain. That's more than a 50% gain, but it's hard to get that on shoes in that same amount of time in a couple days. But it's just scalability of things and the difference between, there's pros and cons, obviously. But I feel like that wraps it up. If anyone wants to type in the chat any more questions. Any upcoming shoes? Let's see here. So the Jordan that dropped Saturday was a big one. That's one of the most profitable ones. This Dunk's dropping in some places. It's not like a general huge release. That's actually tomorrow. These Dunks are dropping, men's and women's. And this will be a big shoe. That just looks nice, looks clean. If you were investing in Dunks, that'd be the one to invest in. But Dunks are sporadic, not as can't invest in Dunks as confidently as Jordan 1s for some reason. This is the way it goes. But if you were to hit any of these, quick flip them. Maybe double think about that twice, maybe 3 times. But quick sell these. That's just a woman's pair, right? Yeah. But not much dropping besides Dunks. These also be a big deal. Also be a big deal. These will also be a big deal. And these woman Dunks, right? Those are women's. And the Jordan 3. But 3s rarely have resale value. And this, for some reason, this weird looking shoe goes for a lot. But I will update you on all the sneakers drops. Not much general releases, unless you count the Dunks as a general release, but I don't. Just the 3. That's it. Dunks on Friday will be crazy resale. Is this on Friday? 10th? Oh, what Dunks are? Oh yeah, these. Yeah, these are going to be a big deal. I think last time I checked, they're going for a lot. $1,000. Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe at one point. Yeah, these are gonna be a big deal. But chances of you hitting, not too big. Not a general release. Oh geez. Okay. Foot Locker, the best to score. Foot Locker is not the best to score. It's just you just got to see what's in stock on Foot Locker. Like the fours, that was a lucky chance I found those in stock. I could never one off sneakers. If you can't one off sneakers, you just have to keep trying and do in-store raffles. I've won more in-store raffles than I have sneakers. That's just because I enter a ton on 2 different accounts. When you purchase shoe, how long do you tend to hold it? It's a great question. So this is currently my holding in inventory, maybe. Here's my Instagram. So I have these, and I'm holding in these. That's it. But chat. How long do I tend to purchase it? So I feel like it's not how long, it's the price. I was thinking about letting go of a couple pairs of these because they rose so fast, so quickly, or so much in so little time. But I started seeing people trying to buy these again. And you know, I feel like the fours, which is this, a Jordan 4. I feel like these are very still in demand in style. Oh, that's preschool. So men's StockX primary place you sell at? No, I sell on eBay now more than anything. So we can see the men's went from break even on StockX, which is about 240, 230 for me, because I have such a high tax, to now going for 300. So they increased $50 in from December to March. So if I see these at 350, I'll sell them. For this question, how long do you intend to hold it? If I see this at 350, I'll sell them. In grade school, nearing 300, I'll sell them. But for the Jordans, I see these at 200 easily. These will have a harder time getting to 200, but I see these being above 180 in most sizes, if not already, and see these being 250. Maybe these 250 as well. I'm not sure. I know most of these will be 200. I've had some sneakers up for sale in a while on eBay. I want to get them off right. And it's how to make quicker sales. My prices are negotiable. So what I do on eBay, screw it. I'll show you my eBay. So here's my sales so far. It's only 3 sales today. My listings. So this is my best listing. Okay, this is where I make the most amount of money. Is a quantity listing. So I have size 8 for 195, like I said. But so if you had sneakers for sale on eBay, I would make sure your price is negotiable first off, and promote your listings. If you're not eligible for promotion, try to get it. But I promote on most things that you see right here. I factor that into my price. So I just got this. So let's think of something else. So I bought these for 148 after tax before cash back. I see these have 166 views, and I feel like I promoted so little and I'm making so much margin wise that I could lower my price and still make a ton of money. But you know, you just have to factor it into your cost as well as free shipping. So if you have sneakers up for sale on eBay, I would start lowering the price some more, maybe keep the price the same and promote it a little bit to get some traction, some more traction. I'd look at the recent sales of that specific shoe in that specific size and try to copy that listing, maybe re-upload a listing. That's just my opinion. I do not sell mainly at StockX. It's usually eBay now. Following you now for my business. Cool. I'll follow you back. Thanks for seeking information. You're welcome. If that's all the questions, I'm going to head out for the night. I will write some stuff about the sneakers drops tomorrow. But if you're watching right now and you're interested, I feel like no, I feel like this is the only thing to go for. I'm pretty confident actually. This is the only thing to go for. How long have I been flipping? Recently I've been flipping shoes for less than a year, but flipping in general has been around 3.5 years. And that's just like finding stuff at garage sales or going to Walmart, find stuff for cheaper than I can sell online. All right, everyone have a good night. Please message me on Discord, MoneyBro. I'm just in. You could find me in providers. I'm the third one. I'm active. Just DM me. Good work. Well done. Thank you. Yes. All right. Just message me on Instagram or Discord if you have any questions. I will be happy to help any one of you. All right. Everyone have a good night. I will talk